Hello everyone, once again I am back with another session for Legends ZA, and it's probably going to be the last one that I showcase. This might be the finale for this game, unless I choose to get the DLC, which again I'm still not sure if I want to get it or not. That's all going to depend on what I see in the trailer, but for now, yeah, this is going to be the last session. But yeah, so anyways, to start things off, you remember what I did in my last session, right? I actually went out of my way to actually get 10 challengers tickets so that I can get reward matches, so that way I can actually accomplish this 39th mission of just battling in the ZA Royale, the Infinite ZA Royale. I showcased 10 matches because I was trying to see if that would actually get the mission to be accomplished. So basically what we're going to do in this is just do a few more. I don't know, maybe like another 10. Because my theory right now is that we're going to probably try to like battle all the people that we've battled in the ZA Royale. Like a lot of the prominent trainers. Like maybe the ones that we battled in the ZA Royale specifically for those promotion matches. And I think once we're done battling them all, I think that's how the mission gets completed. So basically I'm going to do what we did in the last session and just, showcase one match and then showcase another one. And then from there, we're going to actually, if we still get to 20 matches and there's still like nothing, then I guess right there, we're just going to leave it at that. And we're just going to go straight to Zygarde at that point. So, yeah. But, yeah. Right now, I have the Challenger's ticket for this 11th match. So, we're going to go straight to the Quasarticle ink for that. So, here we go. No, that's the Lumia Sewers. Right here. Stealth mode. That's funny. They actually mention it. There's an item here that respawned again. Okay. So here we go. There's my challenger's ticket. We're gonna do this. Who's my 11th match? It's Canary. Okay. So to start things off, we're going to battle Canary in what is probably like the 4th time we battle? Or, yeah, 4th time. I say 4th because that's the 4th. This might be the 4th time I beat her. Unless I lose to her again, of course. Because remember that this is one of those characters that I actually lost to, honestly. Let it be known that I've actually, lost to a total of 4 trainers so far. I almost lost to Lysander in the last session, but that was only because the game was being janky for some reason, and I was just like, what the hell, man? Maybe the game wanted me to lose to Lysander, but I don't know, man. What if you don't battle Lysander again, Since that match was not, like, under any stakes whatsoever, that was just a standalone match, So, yeah, anyway, so, yeah, Canary. We're gonna battle her right now. Let's see what she has to say now that, I've beaten her 3 times now. She's probably still desperate to get that rematch. Question is whether or not I'll give it to her. I gotta win the Infinite ZA Royale so Dynamo can start hosting our video game tourneys. Oh, I see. But that's probably not gonna come at my expense, though. By no means. Especially now that I'm like in the 90s right now in terms of levels for my Pokemon. She still has her like distinctive battle theme, which is kind of nice. It's actually cool that all these trainers have their unique battle themes, honestly, because like that's one of the things I liked about the Pokemon battles too, is that every opponent has like their unique battles depending on the ranks, like depending on the type of trainers they are. But yeah, okay, so the Heliolisk, this is the freaking Ampharos that I've always hated. It's still a pain in the rear end from the looks of it. It's gonna go for the Thunder. It was a little slow, but we still were able to take it out with just Houndoom. That's a Stunfisk though, so I'm just gonna go straight into Roserade for that. Setting up those Stealth Cocks yet again because, again, Canary likes to play obnoxious. Get out of the way, yeah, to avoid those dang rocks. She has a full team, it seems. She's got Manectric just like Urbane does. Okay. But she's an electric user, so this motif just fits her very well. She's going to go for the Protect, but I got Must Shot, little did you know. Which is a more powerful move. And I went for the Leech Seed for some bizarre reason. Just going to go for the Giga Drain now, though. Get some of that HP back. Dedenne. Oh, Dedenne. There you go. Boom. Poison Jab. I think Roserade is once again going to, like, put this character away. Okay, here comes the Electros. From Dynamo to Dynamo, me and Electros are charged up and raring to go. Okay, sounds like a plan. Even if Roserade doesn't come out alive from this, something on my team is going to finish this thing off. I guess I really don't need Steelix whatsoever. Roserade does me the job just fine. Mostly anyway. Go for the Giga Drain. And just go for the Poison Jab. No Mega Evolution needed yet again on Canary. It's crazy how she's one of the characters I lost to, but I think that was because I was also just not like trying too hard to level up my mons. Once I tried, holy damn. I was actually like, I was just steamrolling. Although I still did lose to, I think, a couple more trainers down the road. I forgot who they were. I know one of them was Grissom, but I think... Oh no, I think... Yeah, no, in the ZA Royale, it was only 3 trainers. It was the Taxi Guy, Canary, and Grissom. Then from there, there was also that first trainer, obviously, in the very first session of the game, where I played the game for the first time. Right there, it was all sorts of stuff. I lost? Dang, yet again. Yep, effectively. I guess there's no words from here because, you know, that's all there is to it. Okay, 11 words. 5 bottles of zinc. Okay, so from here, yeah, I'm going to assume that there is, you know, nothing's going to happen from this, obviously. So I'm going to actually stand by right here, just like I did in the last session, to get another challenger's ticket. So, yeah, just give me a sec. Okay, here we go. Now let's see who our 12th opponent is. Manny. Oh, the freaking the freaking like the quote unquote top tier Kinetic, basically. That's actually funny. I didn't think he'd be in the ZA Royale, but I guess after doing that whole stuff at the during the climax of the game, yeah, I guess it makes sense. Saw Canary trying to get better at battling, so he figured he might as well. Let's see what kind of team he has, though. The prodigious knowledge I have perfected as a quizmaster will have me well suited to win this. Are you sure about that? Because you kind of lost the last time. Let's see. Heliolisk. Okay, just like Canary. So he decides to lead just like her. Makes sense. I also led with Sharpedo for some bizarre reason. Okay, I don't know what's going on with me there. Thankfully he didn't... Oh no, I was going to say he did not land the Thunder, but he did. Dang it. I'm going to need Sharpedo to be a little faster with these moves, because it's just Thunders galore. Sharpedo could, in theory, take all of these things if he's fast enough. But if he's slow, then obviously that happens. Okay, we're gonna send in... It's gonna go into Jolteon. Thankfully, all these mons are just physically frail to stuff. Just go for the Poison Jab, honestly. Of course you... But, you know, Roserade is still powerful, obviously. I am certain my knowledge is impeccable. And yet I am down to a single Pokemon. Yeah, sometimes knowledge is not always power. Raichu again. That's hilarious. He has the Alolan version of Raichu and then the normal one. That's hilarious. Okay. But we still beat him. Yeah, no, this guy was easy. What the hell was I thinking? Will I ever be able to defeat your Pokemon? The very notion seems inconceivable. Well, that's what it's looking like to be right now, considering my whole team is reaching level 100 territory at this point. Thank you for the 12 matches. Okay. Only 8 more to go. Those are the rewards. Naturally. Until we get this mission completed. But give me a sec for the next challenger's ticket, of course. 13th match now. Oh, we got Emma actually. No, that's actually kind of a cool one. Considering Urban earlier told us that Emma couldn't join the ZA Royale because she was too busy, but ever since the ever since the crisis at Prism Tower was taken care of, I think she's had like probably less work, so now she has more time to take part in the Infinite ZA Royale. That's kind of an interesting subtle arc for Emma right there. Was busy at one point, now she kind of isn't. That may be a bad thing though, because you know what they say, you need work whenever you can in order to, make a living and all that stuff. But in the world of Pokemon, I don't know how much that even matters, honestly. Let's see what she says. Detective Emma, protector of peace and justice in Lumios, reporting for battle. I see. So it's kind of cool that you get to battle all these characters in the Infinite ZA Royale. She was actually one of the characters I suspected to have been the mysterious trainer that was known as Grissom, but it was just Grissom actually, like, from Team Flare. Anyway, she's going to lead off with an Ampharos, it seems. I'm going to lead off with Houndoom. I think this is an okay lead. Just go for the flamethrower right out of the gate. She is going to go for screens. Her mons are actually at level 70, so she's actually a cut above the others that I faced previously. Still under the effects of screen, I see. Going into Mawile specifically because of that. Emma also seems to have a full team of mons. Thankfully this Lopunny's not her Mega. Although it's got the fire. How long is this freaking... Does this have Light Clay by any chance? Because that freaking light screen is lasting for quite a long time. It's almost like she knew that my Houndoom was going to lead. Okay, it's finally gone now, the light screen. I was able to like just break through a lot of her defenses with Houndoom regardless. Okay. Still unable to dodge. The last one is Malamar. My Pokemon and I aren't alone. My old mentors have our backs in spirit yet again. Let's see. I don't know if it's me or is she like me where she kind of takes like previous encounters as part of her inspiration. Kind of like Cyrus was for me, honestly. And Archie from Team Aqua. Just because of how cool they were and stuff. And they're like the reasons I even like using a lot of their Pokemon, so... I wonder if she's got that kind of thing going. That'd be kind of cool if that was the case. But anyways, she was kind of taken care of entirely by my Houndoom, which is kind of interesting. Ooh, no. Looks like I lost yet again. For like, what, the third time now? The first time she was just going easy on me, but the second time is when she really took it seriously. Right now, it looks like she was trying to take it seriously as well, but again, Houndoom just that much of a beast, especially when alpha. So that's cool. But anyways, so yeah, 13 matches. The more I do these, the more I kind of just want to like do more, but like I said before, I'm just going to do up to 20. And if nothing happens from there, we're just going to like move on and go get Zygarde. And just end this whole game, at least for now. Well, that's it. Let's keep on doing this. Now we're going to see who the 14th opponent is going to be. Corbo. Now we're going to get Corbo. Okay, now this is actually another interesting opponent. I do appreciate that all these matches that I've done so far have been different opponents as opposed to running into the same opponent once again. At least for now. Because otherwise this would have been actually pretty repetitive and boring actually. But so far everyone's like different. If I want to make Lumios a better city, I need to win. If I have to bend some rules for that, I will. Oh shit. So even though this guy's not necessarily like evil, he's still some level of evil. It's kind of like a mixed bag, it seems, which is what makes him kind of interesting. But here comes the Arbok. I let off with Houndoom. Did I mention that this was actually my favorite battle theme in the whole game for Legend ZA? Even after learning about the Lysander theme, like this one is still I think my favorite one. Specifically because it gives me the Piers vibes, you know, Piers from Sword and Shield, Marnie's brother. Yeah, like it kind of reminds me of him to an extent. He has a Barbaracle? Holy shit. That I wasn't expecting. But yeah, he has a Gyarados inspired by Lysander, I can only assume. Okay, yeah. That's gonna hurt like a crazy man. Let's see if we can go for the... Okay, yeah, we took him out right there. My mons are at level 90, so obviously this is gonna probably be not an issue. 70. Yeah, he's basically up there with like Emma in terms of like how high in level they are. No synthesis for you, my guy. Garbodor. Night Slash. Ice Punch. Your last mon is... Oh shoot, I sent in Houndoom like a fool. I meant to send out Sharpedo. Let's show him how we do things, Scolipede. Sounds like a plan. Hell yeah. Now my turn. Here we go, man. We're going epic mode on this bitch. And here we go. Oh, you protected, huh? Should be able to take at least one X-Scissor. I do. And bingo. Clash of the Titans yet again. Even when you beat me, I still end up having fun. Guess it's cause I can be myself around you. I see. So you mean to tell me that all your villainous ways are just nothing but more than facades? That'd be kind of insane, actually. But it'd be what it'd be. Congratulations, you've now claimed victory in 14 reward matches, which is fine. Now we gotta move on to the 15th one as well. Reward, King's Rock, yet again. So that's another item. 15 pieces of EXP candy. And we Gucci. Yeah, I know. Okay. So now let's get on to the 15th match real quick. Okay, here we go. 15th match. There we go. There's Urbane. I've been waiting for this guy. I needed to at least get one more battle with Urbane before calling this finale a session and whatnot. It just wouldn't be that fitting. Sup, Urbane. Isn't the Infinite ZA Royale awesome? Effectively. I haven't had a chance for an all-out match with you since we fought to see who's the strongest Mega Evolution user. Agreed. And I definitely wanted to battle you one last time before calling it a day with this game for a bit. So here we go. Watch me win. I like how his dialogue is a lot more unique compared to everybody else. Alright, Urbane. Let's see what you got. Meowstic, okay. I still lead off with Houndoom, albeit once again, it's raining. Like, damn, it really does rain a lot, doesn't it? Okay. I beat him. He only had Thunderbolt. He's got the Goodra. Unfortunately, I can't really do much to that. We gotta go into Talonflame. We're gonna take a nasty Surf right there. Stealing. Oh, wow, that lived. Insane work. I'm gonna send in Sableye just to see. Oh, Emboar? I don't think that's a good idea, actually. We gotta go into this thing, then. We're gonna go into this. Gonna go into Liquidation. Damn. Gotta take it easy, man. You a madman. You have a Manectric. I won't send in Roserade for that. You're gonna overheat me, though, which is insane work. Ho 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 ho. Damn, son. Okay, you don't dodge that, though. Oh, wait a minute. With Meganium, I can't use Mega Sharpedo. I completely forgot. Oh, but you don't even... Oh, you don't use, what's it called? You don't use Mega Meganium now. So who's your Mega this time? Floette? Oh, you use Mega Floette now. Oh, shoot. Time to use the power of our bonds with everyone in Lumiose and Mega Evolve. And you're using Mega Floette. Holy damn. Now that I was not expecting. This thing could be a problem, actually. It's a fairy type. We definitely have to use a plus move on this thing. Whee! Okay, that Light of Ruin does a lot, but it's probably a fairy type move. I don't know. We took it out regardless, so okay. Not that bad. Roserade still got my back. You really are the strongest. Yep. They don't call me the ZA Royale champion for nothing. But then again, so are you, no? But I think I did the heavy lifting. But you were up there in the tower too, honestly. So, I don't know, man. I guess I'm just a cut above you or something. What more can I say? Oh, we're finally getting some unique stuff here now. Okay. Could this be it? I know I've told you already, but I'm glad we met. I'm glad we met too, Urbane. You were a bro this whole time that I've been here. I couldn't have taken on the whole ZA Royale or protected Lumiose if you hadn't been there. Good to know, man. Good to know. See, this is why I wanted to get another battle with you. You're like a brother to me. What more can I say? Receive the prize for winning the reward match. Naturally. 5 bottles of calcium. And I'm guessing more candies. Yep, 15 EXP candies. Anything else? Emma, Urbane. Can I have a word? Emma? Yeah, sure. Must be pretty important if you came to find me. Sorry, give me a second here, okay? No worries. Go right ahead. In before, maybe she found the person he was looking for. Emma, you're sure? Alright. Kevin, come on. We need to make a stop at Quasarku HQ. Really? What happened now? In before there's like a whole nother mission or something. Maybe this is not the end after all. Okay, we're gonna see. Also, let me get these items that are just hanging around here. I've been seeing them this whole time and I'm just like not picking them up and I just kind of feel the need to. Okay. But that's interesting. We finally got somewhere. And we didn't even have to do the 20 matches. Yeah. But here we go. Thanks for coming, both of you. What's up? Just triple checking. Urbane, your jacket was a keepsake from your mom, right? Yeah. I see. Well, I found the person who gave it to your mom in the first place. It was Jet this whole time, huh? That jacket was a gift from me. Oh, wow. That might explain the Quasarticle mark on the back of it. But I kind of thought that he got that specifically because he was working with Quasarticle Inc. But I'm not really sure on that. What's Vinny looking at? What happened now? Don't tell me that she's your mother, Irving. That'd be next levels of insane. What? Irving, I'm quite sure that your mother was my daughter. Oh, she's the grandmother. Okay, there we go. I was thinking mother? Holy damn. Okay, but grandmother also works too. Damn. That's actually insane. Your mother worked to develop hologram technology, did she not? Yes, she did. Your mother and I. We disagreed over the direction in which this company was moving. She left, saying that she had her own research she wished to pursue. Which is, yeah, she worked hard at her research, all while caring for me when I was just a kid. It was tough. I think she ended up doing work for Team Flare, or maybe getting support from Lysander. Don't tell me Mabel's the mother of Irving. That'd be kind of next levels of insane. Or is it maybe one of the other mods from Team Flare? Because there was other female mods for Team Flare besides Mabel. Maybe it's one of them. But if it's Mabel, that'd be like next levels of insane. They don't look related, honestly. It is true that your mother's research contributed to the invention of Team Flare's hologram devices. That very same research enabled us to develop our own holotech here at Quasarticle Inc., which is actually kind of insane. Then she should be getting a lot more credit than I don't know, than what she's making out to be. Do you suppose Griselle maybe is Irving's mom? That'd be next levels of insane too. That could work. Even though she chose to walk a separate path, we still find these points of intersection. Life truly is curious at times. Damn, son. So mom's hard work helped make the wild zones and everything possible. That's just insane work. But she burned herself out doing all that, I see. In the end, she had to go to some faraway region to try and rest. Some faraway... Okay, so it's not Griselle, it's not Mabel. Who could it be then? It's got to be one of the other admins, right? I see. And I suppose that is where she... Where she what? Yeah. Oh, she passed. I knew my mom had ties to Lumios, so I figured I'd find you, or someone who knew her here. But of course our family was not originally from Lumios City. That's why it was a struggle to find any leads. Until I noticed that jacket. Yeah, which looks like... Okay, oh, it's not the Quasarticle mark. It looked like the Quasarticle mark, though. If you really look at it carefully, it kind of looks like the Quasarticle mark. I couldn't be sure at first. It has certainly seen some hard days since I last seen it. And of course you'd add some flair of your own. Yeah, Urban just be that way. He has his own sense of creativity. That's what prompted President Jet to enlist me to do some sleuthing for her too. At that moment, it struck me. What if President Jet and Urban are related to and searching for one another? All these revelations. Kind of insane. My daughter, your mother. Did she ever speak about me? She regretted never talking to you again after she left. And she said if I ever met you, I should tell you something. Even though you and she walked different paths, there was still so much you had in common. Noticing what you shared made her life feel fuller, even after she left. Maybe especially after. Damn. That's kind of insane. It's sounding like AZ all over again, where you know, there's like regrets because they didn't do something right. If only I'd been less stubborn. If only I'd tried to reach back across that divide sooner. Yeah. So regrets is like becoming another like topic in this game, it seems. The things we wish we could have done sooner, but just didn't. Kind of hard to want to like think about that too much. Please, don't be too hard on yourself. She'd be glad to know her message reached you, at least. I must ask one thing of you, Urbane. I bear a responsibility for Quasartico Inc., choosing to conceal the truth about the tower's threat from the public for so long. And so I plan to step down as president. Oh, damn. So now she retiring too? But the urban redevelopment plan must continue. We must make Lumio City into a place that truly belongs to both people and Pokemon. Because otherwise, you know, we'd be forced to expand on the rest of the Kalos region, and we kind of don't want to do that, you know? We kind of want to just keep everything here so that we don't have to put too much effort, you know? Having some continuity in the project's leadership could help the transition go a little smoother. Perhaps, if someone who had been helping already were to step into my shoes, someone who is already a leader in their own right. Wait, are you saying what I think you're saying? In that maybe Irving should be the new leader of Quasartico Inc.? That'd be kind of insane. You want me to take your place leading Quasartico? I don't know. I mean, I guess that'd be keeping things in the family, but we only just met. Yeah. Usually when stuff like this happens, usually it takes a bit of time to assimilate those realities. So I wouldn't blame him if he needs some time to reflect on that, honestly. You know what? Sure. I think Mom wouldn't want me to say no. Yeah, that too, honestly. It's all a matter of, you know, knowing your stuff, honestly. Hey, you get why I have to do this, right? Honestly, I don't blame you, honestly. Of course I get it. But Team MZ. No, I get it, honestly. Thank you. I mean it. You're the best. Thank you, Urbane, because I still haven't forgotten what you've done for me, man. You are great. Even though people in the community are saying that you're like the worst character ever, but you're a fine person, honestly. I cannot say bad things about you. You were a bit reckless at times, but, you know, everyone makes mistakes. Hey, Floette. What's up? You were listening, right? I'm gonna be really busy for a while. I probably won't have time to be a good Pokemon trainer. So, you should do like AZ would have wanted. Help Kevin keep Lumio safe. Oh, I know where this is going. He's gonna give me Mega Floette, isn't he? That's kind of insane. So we battle him, seeing him use Mega Floette, and now he's just gonna give it to me? That's kind of insane work. Considering all the effort Urban himself put to take care of Floette, I think it would have just made sense that if he kept it, honestly. But I guess this is kind of to like make up for the fact that AZ's Floette was never distributed in the Gen 6 or 7 games, so I guess now is the time to finally receive it somehow. Here, make good use of this, Kevin. The Floetite. Yep, I knew it. The Floetite. He's gonna give me this, and he's gonna give me the Floette. AZ's Floette in particular. Kevin, I'm so sorry to break up your team this way. No worries, Jet. Family matters are usually what come first in these types of situations. It's alright. Even if we're apart for a little while, we'll always be Team MZ. Ain't that wholesome? I'll come say what I need to later, but could you break the news to Lita and Naveen? Sure. I'll whip up an extra special croissant curry to make it all up to you, of course. I promise. No worries, Urbane. Let's all keep doing what we can to make Lumio's the best place it can be. Sounds like a plan. Once more, let's put it in. The Infinite ZA Royale complete. There we go. That's what I was waiting for this whole time. After showcasing several matches. Oh, thank goodness it wasn't like 30 matches. That would have been insane. But yeah, this is kind of a sweet way to end things. Although, oh, okay, we're only, not a whole lot of time has passed. I think we still got time to do the Zygarde thing. But I think we're going to have to do another celebratory dinner thing here. I think. Okay, I don't have Floyd, but I think I have him in the boxes, don't I? Let me see. Yep, there it is. Or there she is. Floyd, yeah. AZ's Floyd. Level 72. Okay. He gave it to me because he's gonna take leadership in the quiz article. Okay, let me just go back over there then. Yeah. I like how there's no indicator, but I'm going to assume that that's what we're going with here. Let's just see what's up in Hotel Z real quick. Let's see if Naveen and what's her name are still here. Lita. Okay, they are here. Whether he's here at the hotel with us or not, Urbane's still our team leader. Also, you guys already knew. The folks at Quay's article must be having a rough time of things. I imagine Urban is forcing croissant curry on them as well. That's a funny gag. Okay, from the looks of it, I don't think anything else is happening. So, okay. That means that there's only one last thing to do. I was gonna try to like see if I can showcase all the other battlers, but nah, let's just get this over with, honestly. We gotta beat that last this last encounter with Zygarde, because I'm pretty sure what he wants is to battle him again, but this time in his full form. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. Here we go, man. We're about to actually finish this game before Pokemon Legends Arceus. How do you like them apples? That might actually be a testament to the very fact that I prefer Pokemon Wi-Fi or Pokemon battling over catching mons, you know. Okay, let's see. Let's see. There's a lot of wild mons in the way though. There he is though. I like how the alpha mons that were here initially, they just got the hell away from this thing. They know what this thing is capable of. But yeah, here we go. Oh yeah, I completely forgot one last thing. Because Zygarde is most likely our final opponent in this whole game, we're going to do something with Sharpedo here. We're going to actually change its move. I cannot, it's not in its move pool for some reason. It was in previous games, but I don't know what's going on with this game in particular. But yeah, so even if we can't teach it that move here, we can definitely teach it through the TMs. What were the TMs again? In the satchel, right? We're gonna teach this thing Ice Fang, just to make this battle with Zygarde much easier, because we know very well Zygarde is quad weak to ice moves. Zen Headbutt was actually a pretty good move though. I will give it credit where it's due, obviously. This certainly helped me against those fighting type mons and those poison type mons like Victory Bell and Roserade, so helped me against the fighting types like Machamp and Heracross. So it definitely did its stuff. But right now, given the circumstances, I think it's only natural that I change it to Ice Fang. If your Pokemon forgets Zen Headbutt, it won't be able to relearn this move. Why? I hate when it threatens me this way. What if I... Oh, I can... Oh, okay. I don't need priority moves right now. Let's just... Yeah, because what do you mean I can't relearn Zen Headbutt? Are you sure about that? Zen Headbutt is not a TM, is it? It's not, huh? That's so weird. But oh well. We're just going to give it Ice Fang for now. If I choose to put it back to... It's almost at level 100, no? I think we'll just leave it without priority moves. So we're going to put... We're going to rearrange this and put it right here. There we go. As intended. Okay. With all that said, here we go. My team, level 97, 98, 99. This is probably the closest I've ever been to having a mon in level 100 during a playthrough, though, I will say. All because I was grinding a lot in the ZA Royale. Goes to show you that this game definitely meant it when they said that this was going to be about battling. Not in the traditional sense, but about battling nonetheless. And honestly, it is what I prefer. I'll get more into that once I finish taking care of Zygarde here. But here we go. This is it. It's all coming down to this. This final encounter with Zygarde. Let's see how this goes. Hello, Zygarde. Got anything going? Will you battle Zygarde? It's all I've got left with this game, I think. At least until the DLC. Okay. Yep. Oh, look, we got into a whole new dimension. Okay. Zygarde appeared. We're battling him in his 10% form at level 84. That's scary. And it does literally nothing. Gotta watch out with those 1,000 waves. Let's try to... Oh, I don't know if we can poison it, given that it's fighting like a boss match. It's fighting like an act... Oh, it dodges. It dodges, actually. Okay. Let me try to nasty plot it. Watch out, watch out. It's kind of dark pulse. It's the same chunkiness as when you battle him in non-boss form, but it's got a health bar like a boss form. And dang it, he landed the freaking 1,000 waves. Let's go into Talonflame. Although I think this is still gonna hit me a lot too. We're gonna go for the plus move. Does a decent amount of damage. Go for that just to do some decent damage. Oh, he running away like crazy. This could hurt. This music actually sounds pretty cool. I don't think I got to hear much of it because of the fact that these matches were kind of short when we were battling Zygarde earlier. We kind of finished it off relatively quickly because we had to, because otherwise this thing could have given us much more problems. Anyway, so full restore. Not this. If Talonflame is serving right now, we gotta take full advantage of that. Oh, I miss? Get out of the way. Oof. There, we got some damage. Get some additional damage right here. Okay, he's gonna run. Let's heal again. If we can do this, like if we can be more prudent in this match, I think this guy should be no problem. I'm saying this, but we haven't... I don't think 10% is gonna be the final boss in this match. I think he's gonna try to like shift it to 50% somewhere around here. Also, I went for Flare Blitz for some bizarre reason. I don't know why the hell I'd go for that. There he goes. He's kind of fast. I will give it that. Okay. Stealing? Decent amount. Go for the stealing. And there we go. Down goes Zygarde, 10%. But now... Yeah, okay. Yeah, I kind of had a feeling. I had a feeling this was going to be kind of like what happened with Bolo, where you face Giratina, then you face his origin form. Zygarde's doing something kind of similar now. Zygarde is now in its 50% form, and its power has grown greater. This is Lysander. What the hell are you doing here? Where did you come from? I still do a decent amount of damage with Talonflame, interestingly enough. I do just gotta watch out. Let's go for more Brave Birds. Let's go for the Stealing. All I can really go for is Brave Birds and Steel Wings. This is kind of sad because Talonflame really is putting the work. Or, nah. Oh, fuck. I was trying to go for the... and I can't go for the... Okay, I could go for the full restores. Is this going to just be Talonflame's story now? Go for that. Go for the Steel Wing. Okay. This music sounds so finale-like. I kind of love it, actually. It sounds all the more fitting. But dang it, this thing is catching up to me. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot that I can definitely be in peril myself. I didn't take any damage that I was starting to think I was actually invulnerable. invulnerable. Jeez. I just hope that these attacks that this thing has doesn't just one-shot me somewhere around here. Okay, yeah, I have to. Let me go into this thing. Remember what I said earlier about these ice moves coming in handy. I think now would be a good time. Okay, there we go. Let's go. Oh, wait a minute. I cannot plus move this thing, actually. We can plus move Liquidation, but we cannot plus move the Ice Fang. There we go. Oh shoot. Okay, we gotta watch out, watch out. Ooh. He keeps going. Wow. Yeah, no, that move is exactly what I was afraid of, honestly. Let me see what Roserade can do. Ouch. Ah. And no, and that move hurts. Okay, this could be hard, actually. Okay. Fuck. Yeah, I gotta watch out. I gotta hurry up. Yeah, no, this Zygarde could be a problem, actually. Although Roserade seems to still once again be putting the work. That's a lot of damage. Oh, my bad. Is Leech Seed even gonna be effective here is my real question. Yeah, go for that just to get some good HP back. Poison Jab just to go for something. Go for that. Okay, we gotta hurry up. We gotta run. Oh, fuck. Roserade. Should have went for that. Yeah. We gotta... There we go. Go for the plus move. It'll give you a lot more HP. But damn. Gotta be quicker than that, Roserade. Go for more Giga Drains. Oh, fuck. I went for Leech Seed even though I don't have to go for that. Okay, we're at full HP now. We gotta hurry the hell up, though. Yeah, because here comes this. We gotta run. We gotta run. Oh, dang it, Roserade. Dang it. Okay, we're gonna have to send Sharpedo now. Unfortunately, Sharpedo cannot plus move that Ice Fang. But he can plus move this. Hui, there we go. The 50% form is now down. But, yeah, I kind of had a feeling he was gonna go into the final phase. The ultimate form. Now we're going into the ultimate form. And with no mons. Whoa. Wants to test you with his true power. Okay, that's insane work. How am I going to deal with this? How will Sharpedo dodge anything here? Can I actually... Yeah, because I'm going to have to probably... I think now is a good time to start using these max revives. Okay, here we go. Alright. Yeah, this will do. Yeah, but this is doing a lot of damage. Ooh. Wait. Out of the way. Oh, I can heal again? Give him a full restore. Sharpedo is not a mon I'm going to let down go that easily. I couldn't talk, but you know what I'm saying. I don't want to let this thing go down very easily. Ugh. Where'd he go? Ooh. I don't know where he goes. Oh, he's over there. Oof. Ooh. Oh, wait. How do we dodge this? Where? Shoot. I don't know where that... I didn't even know where to go there. I was actually trying to max revive. Max revive. I think Sharpedo did put a decent amount of work there. But these moves are hitting relatively hard now. Unfortunately, we can't... Statuses seems to be irrelevant in boss battles because I'm not getting absolutely anything from this. Oof. Ooh. Just go for the plus move just since we're using Rosary right now. Where do I go here? Where? I don't know where to go there, honestly. That shit's like everywhere. Do we have to start that from the very beginning? Because if so, that's gonna take a long time. You lost the battle, train up your Pokemon and try again. My mons are almost at level 100. I don't think it's even worth it unless you want my whole team to be at level 100. I do like how sad I am about this. So I am gonna battle him from the beginning. Oh, that's insane work. But just insane work. Should I actually? That is a good question. My team is not that far off from level 100, but even if they're all at level 100, the problem is not the mons either way, it's myself. I have to dodge all these things myself. I like how the game doesn't say that you're the one that needs to work on your ability to dodge or anything like that. It just says that you need to train your team up a bit. But my team is definitely not the problem. Also, what the hell is this? Get me out of here with this. I don't know what the hell this is. Get this out of here. This shit's only gonna cause lag if... Okay, whatever. Anyways. Whew. Yeah, no, I don't think the problem is my team. It's just me again. I can't dodge. I don't know the patterns, so I have to like just figure it out. That was kind of how it was for me in Legends Arceus too, where I had to literally figure out these patterns. But it seems like the only difference here is that I think I have to fight this thing from 10% form again. Oh boy. Yeah, we're battling him again. Let's see. We are battling him. We are battling him in 10% form all the way to the 100% form. That is actually insane work. You must prove your might to Zygarde. Yeah. Pokemon Z right here, fellas. We gotta do it. I'm wondering if Toxic would have been a better option against this thing. Or does it not make much of a difference? He running for his life. There we go. Boom. Just go for attacks. Nothing's at stake here. Uh-oh. Yeah, 10% is not bad. Nor 50% is a little crazy, but the last one, it's slow, dodgeable, but when it throws out those mega attacks, that's where he becomes a problem because I don't even know where the hell to go. Look at Rosemary having to chase this thing down because of how fast he is. He's like, you're coming here no matter what. Thank goodness this game doesn't have a PP system, because if it did, I would have run out of PP at this point. And this boss battle would have probably been more undoable. Yeah, we gotta run after this guy. You're going after him. Oh, wait. I don't know why I keep going for Leech Seed. It's pointless. There we go. There it goes. 10% form again. Oh, now we gotta deal with 50%. Oh. This guy's getting a real fight out of me. Just go for poison jabs, just to go for something. Go for the Giga Drains. Mud Shot. Poison jab. Go for the Giga Drain, because he keeps getting crazy with it. I think I can go for Giga Drains every time he just keeps going for that. And I'll go for the Mud Shot. Giga Drain. Mud Shot. Okay, there's this move that I cannot seem to dodge yet. Oh, I slowed down for some reason. Okay, I don't... Wait a minute. I don't want Roserade to go down. Roserade's actually... Even though I didn't beat this thing has been putting the most work so far. Yet again. I think that Giga Drain actually carries, actually. Because it actually is able to just get its HP back every time it loses it. Go for that. Go for a plus move. Just to get a decent amount of HP back. Go for another plus move. Go for this. Go for another one. There we go. Okay, we gotta watch out here. Aye, Roserade. However you're dodging this, I give you props, but I need to try to put that thing away before anything else happens. Get HP back. But we're losing a lot of it. Okay, wait a minute. Yeah. I'm doing this so far with just Roserade, which is kind of insane. Ooh, yeah. We gotta go for only this. Go for all these moves. Go for the Giga Drain. Oh, wait. I don't got time. I don't got time to put Roserade away. And he just has to take hits. Like nothing. That's really annoying, actually. There he goes. There we go. That's what I should have done. Run here. Oh, don't slow down. Yeah, do that if necessary, but like... Okay, now we have to deal with this, but without Roserade. I think that's unreal. Although I think right now the problem is not the Mons. I think it's myself. I need to know the pattern on how to dodge this stuff. The godlike form of Zygarde. We're gonna full restore. This guy's eating up a lot of my full restores, I'll give you that much. Okay, go for another attack. Okay, we're gonna put... Oh, we're gonna put this thing away. Because he's gonna do something. Yeah, there he is. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Okay. How are we gonna dodge this exactly? Okay, there we go. Oh, okay, never mind. Somewhere around there. Well, I was trying to see where I could have, like, dodged, but I couldn't find a damn place. Go for an attack. Otherwise, this happens. There's those moments in the game where it just doesn't want to focus, even though I'm clearly clicking the button to focus. It just doesn't do anything. This is becoming that problem from Super Contra where the game is just too janky for me to play proficiently, and that's actually costing me this game. Okay. Okay. Watch out. Oof. I can't see nothing now. Ooh. Wait a minute. Oh, wait. Okay, right there? Right here? No. No, where can I dodge this thing? There doesn't seem to be a place to dodge that whatsoever. Oh boy. Okay, so this is actually a problem, actually. What I'm gonna do right now is actually like, I'm gonna like stand by here. I'm probably gonna like do a lot of these, actually, like a lot of takes for this shit, because this is actually very, very difficult, specifically because I don't know where to dodge for that freaking attack. I think there's like maybe a sweet spot somewhere in there that I'm not seeing, where I could dodge and then not take damage, but so far I'm not seeing it, and I think until I see it is where I'm actually gonna be able to do something. So until we get to that point, you know, stand by and give me a sec. Damn. For alligator, actually put a dent on 10%. we go again with this. Fluff my nutters. Zygarde is deemed you worthy to let your Pokeball fly. Okay. Pokeball? Oh, shit. That was hard as fuck. That was super hard. I was like lucky. I didn't even know where exactly the sweet spots were for those, like, you know, those safe zones. So I was just like, damn. The fist bump on Zygarde. Oh, that's insane. So this legendary Pokemon has joined forces with the mightiest trainer in Lumios. Effectively, even though it took me a few tries. Zygarde really put me to the test. The coolest part of this whole thing, though, was just that I managed to freaking do it with Sharpedo. Roserade, without a doubt, also put in the finest of work as well. But Sharpedo was once again able to cap it off, which is nothing short of amazing. The thought of you two combining your power gives me hope for the future of this city. You should have this. It will allow Zygarde to change its form. The Zygarde Cube. Oh yeah, because 10%, 50%. If you want to like change its form, you put those Zygarde cells in that Zygarde cube, and you can have whichever form of Zygarde you want. Makes total sense. Thank you, Lysander. And probably thank you for also gathering all of the Zygarde cells, because I remember in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, we had to basically collect those. Or in Sun and Moon, you have to collect all of the Zygarde cells to get specific forms of Zygarde. So, damn. Zygarde really actually forced me to, like, give it my all. Pretty much to the same extent that I actually put into like the Contra games, for instance. You know how I get those deathless runs in the Contra games? That's because I give it my all to actually accomplish those runs. With Pokemon games, I'm usually just, kind of like steamrolling, even if I do have to try a little bit in here in some parts, because otherwise, as you saw in some of my sessions, I did end up losing to some of the trainers and bosses. Although the bosses were just kind of hard because I didn't understand the patterns and stuff like that. And it usually just came down to me, not to my Pokemon. Like, if anything, if there's anyone to blame for any of the losses I've taken, it's literally me. So it's kind of insane how it all goes. And Zygarde right now just kind of pushed me to the limit, like, once again, which is kind of insane. I don't think that's ever happened in a Pokemon game. Not even when facing Ultra Necrozma in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon did I ever feel like I really had to try. And the only thing I did in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon was use a Magnezone and bingo. But with Zygarde, holy shit. Right now, I'm still a little, like, shaky, honestly. This match actually shook me. It's kind of insane. But yeah, Zygarde has 3 forms, 10%, yep. You can use Zygarde Cube to freely switch Zygarde. Basically what I just explained. If its HP drops to half or less during battle, Zygarde will change its complete form. This form, yeah, it will put it back to its 50% form. Zygarde can Mega Evolve only when its complete form. When Zygarde becomes Mega Zygarde, its Corn Force move transforms into Nihilite. Wow. And that's about it. When Zygarde used up its strength protecting Pokemon from the light of the ultimate weapon, its parts scattered to far-off places, absorbing the power of those lands and seeking humans who would give it aid. Wow. I didn't actually think he'd do that. And now that I think of it, the moves that Zygarde used when it Mega Evolved, they reminded me of Z moves, like those used in the Alola region. Gee, I wonder why. But perhaps I am reading too much into it. That's probably just an idea that the Pokemon company came up with, but they're like, nah, too much effort. Regardless, this was insane though. Now, it falls to me to ponder, what should I do with the 3,000 years I must live? Also, you are gonna live 3,000 years? So, the use of the ultimate weapon, something about it actually gives these guys the ability to live for a long time. That's kind of insane, actually. What does that energy have? Well, supposedly it's meant to grant life, but like, if you're already alive, then what does it do? Give you mortality or something? Like a higher mortality or something? I don't know. But that's insane. What will you do in 3,000 years? Whatever you want, I guess. You can start by like, fixing yourself up. Maybe make yourself look like the way you used to back in X and Y. I don't know. Is there something you want to do? I honestly have no idea. Yeah, no, let me ask him. Is there something you actually want to do? There is. And what would that be? To this day, I yearn to create a more beautiful world, and I will yearn for it forever. Wow. I once thought that we could achieve that world by fulfilling the material needs of everyone. Now I know it's not so simple. An old proverb says, it is good to feed the hungry, but better to teach them how to feed themselves. Damn. I had focused solely on what I believed the world needed, yet I lost sight of how to make it so that people can truly flourish. Thanks to what you and your Pokemon have done together, I have learned my lesson well. It is an outlandish dream, far beyond my reach, but with 3,000 years' time, perhaps I can make it real. Not an unreasonable thought if you actually, could live that long. You have all that time to think about how you can make it happen. And if technology evolves into something that can make it happen, then I guess go for it or something. I don't know. Unless he goes crazy again and tries to use it for world domination or something. That'd be my only concern, but so far, I don't think anything will happen. Much like AZ wandered far and wide across the world in search of Floet, I shall travel across vast reaches in search of ways to create the world I yearn for. Just don't run into Cyrus and I think you'll be alright. When people manage to meet, it is a gift. Even living in the same time and place is no guarantee. The fact that we and so many others met and banded together to make Lumios a better place is something we should treasure. Barring some great change, I doubt we will meet again. But I will carry these lessons with me. You see what I told you? I told you that Lysander was only going to battle me once. Or actually, I didn't tell you guys anything. I'm being dumb again. What I meant to say was that I kind of had the feeling that this would be the only time we'd battle Lysander. Because I know I mentioned that we battled him 3 times in X and Y, but there was one particular battle that I did not mention that we only had once. And that battle was the one with AZ after the Pokemon League. You know, after you beat it for the first time ever. You only get that one battle with AZ, and that's it. Well, now here, Lysander's basically doing what AZ did and basically battling me once, with a very good team though this time, and now just disappearing, which is kind of a shame. But damn. Au revoir, my young friend. Farewell, Lysander, and good luck. You might need it. Wow. Keep the world in balance complete. I believe that's the final mission. Yep. That's basically it. Let me see. How do you check the missions again? Yep. All the missions. All of them. Finished. Now obviously the side missions, I'm not gonna do them, obviously. That's gonna take a whole nother eternity, and they really contribute nothing to the story. Like, there's no story behind any of these. You might get some funny like clips, like unique cutscenes of certain characters here and there, but nothing of value really. It's just to make the game look a little nice or something like that. So yeah, I kind of had that same impression with Legends Arceus. That was one of the reasons why I dedicated one whole session to trying some of those side quests out a little bit, just to see what they're like. And yeah, the same sentiment remains here with ZA. It's nothing really special, honestly. At least for my channel, honestly. Like I said before, these I can actually do like on my own time. So yeah, that's the whole game. Let's get out of this rain though. We're gonna go back to Hotel Z. Wait, how are my mons? Because I know that some of them went down. Oh no, they're all fine. They're all chilling. Boxes. Let's just have one last look at Zygarde. Level 84. That explains why it was so difficult to deal with. But yeah. Floyd was 72 because that was how it was when Urbane did it. But damn. All of that. Wait a minute. I actually just remembered something. So I was watching this review of Legends EA. It was one that wasn't in-depth. Like, it wasn't an in-depth review, so obviously no spoilers from mine, thankfully. But there was something that they showed that I actually didn't even think about doing. Or at least I don't think it ever occurred to me to do it. But supposedly you could simulate what it's like leaving the Kalos region, sort of. Because look, notice how right here is where I came from? We could actually supposedly leave, I think. A train bound for the airport waits at the platform. Do you want to leave Lumio City? Yeah, I can say adieu Lumios because we finished the game, obviously. And then it asks you, are you sure? If you board that train, you'll leave Urban and the others behind. I mean, Urban's already going to take care of the Quasarticle Inc. And Naveen and Lita will, I guess they got each other or something. I don't know. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm finished with this game. Adio Lumios. You've got unfinished business here in Lumios. It's probably better not to leave. Do you really want to board that train anyway? Adio Lumios. I don't get why it's telling me that there's unfinished business when we just finished literally all the business. Unless they want me to do the side quest or whatever. But I just think this is funny. Watch what happens. We out this joint. Look at that. I even got my bag. I'm like, okay, I'm out of this joint. But look at this. I boarded the train bound for the airport. Goodbye, Lumios. This is really it. Adieu, Lumio City. And then... okay, hold on. It's all quiet for some reason. But... it was just a fucking fake out. How strange. You must have nodded off here on the bench. That's hilarious. Hey, but that would make sense actually. Considering a lot of the times when doing those battle zone battles, I do have to sit in these benches to kill time. I kind of know what that's like actually. When I travel to those events, like those Smash Bros events, there's times where I have to like board a plane much later than I hoped, and during that time I have to kill time in order for me to wait for my flight to take off. And during those times, oh yeah, you better believe I do space off myself. So yeah, but yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that honestly, since you know we finished the game now, like the main part of the game, honestly, at least for the base game, because remember that DLC is still a thing. Obviously, chances are that if you know, if there's anything cool in that game, I might actually be down to explore it or something. But for right now, I think we pretty much have everything right now. What I find crazy though is that this game, I actually ended up finishing it before Legends Arceus, and I already mentioned why. It's because that last mission in Legends Arceus, I just cannot finish it. Catching all the Pokemon in this game, in that game, is just, it's kind of a nightmare actually. Like, don't get me wrong, catching the Mons is actually fun, but there are some Mons that are specifically requiring certain things in order for them to evolve. For instance, a lot of the Hisuian variants of the Mons, like a lot of them actually require you to like use specific items during a specific time. Others have you like taking some amount of HP and then leveling up. It's just a bunch of weirdness, honestly. And a lot of that is just difficult to pull off. Oh, also, did I mention that supposedly you also need to trade Pokemon in that game in order to get mons like Scizor with the Metal Code and stuff like that, and Gengar, you know, just by trading it like that. And it's like, yeah, I know there's an item that lets you kind of bypass that, but even I kind of don't know how that item works. And even if I did, it's kind of an expensive item too, honestly. Oh, speaking of Legends Arceus, there is another thing that I actually found in this game that I think is worth checking out. I don't remember where it was though. This was something I saw like very early, but I just kind of slided over it. So I'm gonna have to look for it again on the map. Let's see if I can find it. If I can find it, we'll go over there, but... okay, I found it. It was the freaking... yeah, it was right here. Okay, so this person right here mentioned that this place right here is a museum that supposedly is doing a special exhibition about Hisui, the Hisui region, so I just wanted to check it out. Okay, this is all a bunch of stuff, but I just want to find the freaking... they said that... okay, here it is. Yeah, here it is. So this is the exhibition of the Hisui region. These are Pokeballs. This is a map of Hisui region map 2. This map depicts the Coronet Highlands as well as the Crimson Mirelands, Lake Valor. They're very different from the modern Sinnoh region. The geography itself is accurately shown. It is believed that the surveyor viewed the area from above while riding upon a flying Pokemon. Yeah. Okay, this is still the same thing. Okay. This is number 1. Depicts Jubilife Village, base of the Galaxy Expedition team. Many children can be seen, perhaps indicating that the fear of Pokemon has lessened and life had stabilized by this time. Yeah, thanks to myself stopping the darkest day from happening. Because that was kind of what that was, honestly. Crafting bench. Oh yeah, this is like what you use to craft items in the game, because that was something you really had to do. This game just basically manifests the convenience that Legends Arceus lacked. Because in that game, you had to craft for items, and a lot of the money that you get wasn't even that much. But let's see. Training grounds. This is also something that I don't think I explored that much either. I think I only come here just to ask Zizu to master some of my moves or even teach them new moves. She's basically the move tutor for that game. We're noting that wild Pokemon were still regarded as terrifying creatures at the time. Yeah. Records of a man named Ingo providing guidance in ways of a Pokemon battle, but it is said that he simply vanished one day after stating it's time for him to return. I don't think I saw him leave yet, but maybe that's one of those, like, it's either a side quest or maybe it is part of the story, but maybe, I don't know. I don't know when it happens. I think I did talk to him though, and I don't think we saw anything like that. Okay, so yeah, and then finally these are the outfits that we wore in the game. This one was mine, obviously. Survey Corps uniform. This uniform remained undamaged even when its wearer rolled over rough terrain to dodge attacks from wild Pokemon. It must have been made of some sturdy fabric then. Because I remember falling in mud, sliding off mountains, even getting slashed by Pokemon, and yet none of this shit ever ripped. Although that could have all also been from by the grace of Arceus. Maybe Arceus was like maybe barriering some of the attacks so that I wouldn't take too much of an impact. It could withstand both heat and cold, and is said to have even withstood Pokemon moves. I don't know about that, honestly, because my character definitely shivered when it was snowing, and I had that on, so it didn't really matter that much. Remarkably, the white kerchief was believed to never slip off, no matter how the wearer moved. Yeah, no, it's because in fiction, a lot of these things are just magical, obviously. Like, nothing is damaged, and if it's burnt, it'll just fix itself somehow, obviously. That's just how things are, honestly, and this is why sometimes people like to imagine life being like a video game, honestly. But, you know, that obviously is, like, you know, not how things work. Kimono. Recreation of a kimono worn by Kamado, first commander of the Galaxy Expedition team. Kimono uses many different types of thread and is ornately decorated, showing that much effort was put into its creation. Thus, it is assumed the kimono was quite costly, but it is unknown whether Kamado acquired it himself or was it given to him as a gift. The pattern provides evidence that gold dust could be found at the time the cloth was embroidered. Okay. They must have reconstructed this based on contemporary records. Wow. And this, oh yeah, this is the freaking Wickstrom outfit that he wore during the climax of the game of Legends Arceus. Commander's armor, suit of armor worn in battle by Kamado, the first commander of the Galaxy Expedition team, said to have come from the Galar region. Bears a strong resemblance to the armor worn by Wickstrom, an Elite Four member of the Kalos region's Pokemon League. I'm glad they made that reference, or they acknowledged that, because I was starting to think, could it be a coincidence? But no, they kind of knew what they were doing. When contacted for comment, Wickstrom said it was possible this armor was one of several suits his ancestors gave to Galarians. However, it is difficult to verify such claims given relations between Kalos and Galar during this era. Yeah. This is the Volo getup? Okay. Formal attire. This outfit is said to have been worn by the ancient Sinnoh people during their rituals. This group worshipped the Pokemon Arceus as an almighty deity. But Volo was onto some other weird stuff and was trying to take over the world for some reason. It is thought that they showed their respect by mimicking Arceus' appearance, even reflected in the way that they styled their hair. Huh, interesting. I was told that the person who wore this outfit donated it to the collection personally. What? Apparently he gazed a while at those sketches by Professor Lavington with this nostalgic air too. What? Interesting. Kind of have to wonder if he's vain or not. And also, to the collection personal, which collection? Collection from today or collection from back then? Because if it was from today, then what I said earlier about him possibly like living up to like 3,000 years like AZ was probably true then. Holy damn. That'd be kind of insane. Ancient quarry. As its name suggests, this cave was used in ancient times as a stone quarry. Oh, I think this is the cave that you run into in the Coronet Highlands, but I'm not really sure. Either way, the results are impressive even in the modern age. Okay, cool. That's the Temple of Sinnoh? No, that's the Temple of Sinnoh, no? Yeah, Temple of Sinnoh. An artist's rendition, what ruins known as Spear Pillar would look like if restored. It is said that these ruins once housed 10 statues depicting Pokemon known as lords or ladies. However, the temple was severely damaged due to a battle between legendary Pokemon, with the statues also being destroyed. Records show that the name Spear Pillar was coined by the Survey Corps at the time. Really? Damn. Okay. And then finally, these ancient engravements. I've seen a lot of these, but you can never like engage with them in Legends Arceus for some reason. Let's see what they say right here. These hieroglyphs were used in ancient Sinnoh and are said to depict both common Pokemon and those that were objects of worship. Each glyph held multiple meanings, and they could be combined to create whole sentences. That's all? Well, yeah, we're modern people. We don't even know what these shits even mean. But yeah, I just wanted to show you fellas that, honestly. I know I spent a little too much time on that, but remember that I'm a huge fan of the Sinnoh region, so kind of wanted to take my time on that. I think I spent a little too much time on this, honestly, which I know nothing about. Too lazy to find out too, honestly. So yeah, with all that said, now I gotta get out of here. How the hell do I get out of here? Where's the exit to this place? Oh, there it is. This place is actually quite big. It's one of the one of the few buildings in this game that you can actually enter. See, if stuff like this was more prevalent in these buildings in Legends ZA, this game probably would have been even worth the money, honestly. Even if the quality were to be like kind of on the iffy side, honestly. But you know, that's not the case. Okay, now with that said, now let's go back to Hotel Z and just call it a day, obviously, with this game. Yeah, and then we could talk a little bit more. I know we just got off of a climactic battle with Zygarde, and right now I'm just like being all aftermathy, but I don't know, man. It's because this game, despite what a lot of people say, I just can't help but have fun with this game. I'll admit that the game was quite frustrating when the game gets janky, but like, yeah, if I can get past that, it's not really that bad, honestly. Gonna go to the second floor now. Because we're going to do kind of what I did in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, where we just kind of stay in our room to like end the whole thing. We could rest till the next day, but obviously, unlike in previous games like X and Y or Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, we cannot actually sit on our beds. But yeah, you know, at the end of the day, we're just going to simply just be here, basically. If I ever step out of this area, it's going to be whenever I'm doing this game again, or like playing it, you know, like on my own time or whatever. So anyways, with all that said, I know I say this a lot, but you know, I just wanted to give you guys my thoughts one last time about the game. I know I've said this throughout the previous sessions, but I'm just gonna reiterate it once more, just so you guys kind of get what I mean when I say that I like this game, like what I think about this game. Yeah, the game, I like it. It's all right. It kind of goes back to what I was thinking of during my reaction to the Pokemon Day Direct, where they showcased the gameplay for this game for the first time ever. You know, before the teaser trailer and all that stuff. Like, yeah, it was basically that it was all right. Like, that was my reaction. I felt like I did think that it was strange that the game was going to take place in the Lumiose city as opposed to the rest of the Kalos region. So I thought it was going to be probably like, maybe it could work, but I kind of did have my suspicions that it maybe would have been too lame. But this game surprisingly was roughly around the same length as Legends Arceus, but so it's like it's not like it wasn't as small as I thought it'd be, but it is still small, and it would have been nice to actually been able to explore outside of Lumio City, but so far that doesn't seem to be the case. Maybe DLC will take care of that. If so, then maybe I could actually be willing to buy the DLC. But I don't know. They also did say that there might be some story, like additional stories to tell with the DLC, so I'll have to look into that to see if I'm really willing to get it and all that stuff. But what this game has right now, personally, was alright. Like, I didn't have a problem with it. In fact, I'd go as far as to say that it was kind of fun, honestly. The characters in this game are also very, very funny in their own ways. They all have their quirks. Although I'll admit that the atmosphere of this game was kind of weird because it all seems to be a bit on the political side of things, and I'm just like, why put that in a Pokemon game? It doesn't make sense, but I guess they're just trying out new things, which, honestly, to their credit, it at least made everything interesting. Maybe that was the point, considering this game was gonna be just in Lumio City, honestly. No, and that battle with freaking Zygarde, holy damn. That match was probably that was probably the most intense I've ever had, honestly, in a Pokemon game. Remember when I used to be all like intrigued over the battles with Cyrus? This fight with Zygarde was just like nothing I've ever seen. I mean, obviously the fight was kind of like the boss battles, you know, like with the Rogue Megamons, but I don't know, this one was just kind of like I felt something. I almost felt sentimental even, which is just insane. No, and to end the game like that is just it's just amazing, honestly. So this game, I still don't think the game is that great, honestly, but like I said, it kind of has the same things that X and Y has, where like it's lacking some stuff, but what it has, it's kind of cool, it's kind of fun. I do find it interesting that they changed the battle formula compared to previous games, because even Legends Arceus, even though they made some changes there, the battle formula was still kind of like the same as previous games. It was all turn based, but in this game they seem to have made it like an actual like real time battle type of formula, which actually did it feel kind of refreshing, honestly. I think that's the thing with this game too, honestly, is that it does feel like a breath of fresh air, despite the game having a lot of flaws. I guess that's what comes with a game that hasn't changed its formula in over 2 decades, so go figure. But anyways, now I'm actually finished with everything, honestly, so I'm done with the game. All that's left now is just to finish that final portion of Pokemon Legends Arceus, and we're pretty much done with the Legends games, and I can finally play some other games, because you have no idea how badly I want to play some other games right now. Chances are that I get into those games next year, but this year I just wanted to finish these Legends games so that I can actually like prepare for those games, because a lot of these games are kind of like action games and platformers and stuff like that, and you know that's going to require some dedication in order for me to like kind of properly show how those games function. But for those who watch this adventure, this whole adventure on Legends ZA with me, thank you for watching as always. Hope to catch you fellas for another video whenever I get to it. For now, just take it easy and have yourselves a good one.